So apparently they have search party out in town. On the swamp.
Should we rest up a bit before we continue?
Yeah, maybe we should try to hide in some of the trees here.
How long is a short rest? 5 minutes?
Half hour.
Yeah.
Alright, so these
Usually is a whole hour.
Are there any bodies to loot? No, I think we...
well, the charred corpses you can easily loot. So.
Yeah, I want to investigate.
Do it.
If I may. That will be a 15.
You find a vial of alchemist fire on the goblin that did not ignite when it was torched.
Alchemist fire?
And you find a longsword on one of the hobgoblins.
I don't understand, how does the hit dice work on short rests?
You roll your hit die, which is essentially the one you're saying you increase with. So for you it's a d8 plus your constitution modifier.
I see.
Oh, plus constitution modifier?
Yeah.
Is that also...
And also because you're linked to
I
how
got
you get yeah, exactly. Because it's a spirit of life.
Bottle of alchemist fire. I'm gonna take that.
Longsword.
The longsword.
Okay, a heavy crossbow. And a scimitar as well.
Anyone needs any weapons?
Not really.
No.
Pretty good.
Do we have a bag of holding? What's a bag of holding?
Jace and ears.
Fuck!
But are they mundane weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we get the feeling that we were lacking for weapons in the resistance? I guess we will be in the long run.
Probably. You do have been told, essentially, for instance, that the blacksmith are not able to produce weapon other than to the army.
I think. What is it? 2 swords? Or?
Yeah.
A longsword, a heavy crossbow, and a scimitar.
Yeah.
We will recover more weapons at another point, I think.
Essentially, Casper says, well, we can just take them down, and then I can just tell the people in the resistance where to find them.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Right next to the troll corpse.
To the troll-teeny.
Troll-teeny.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I should probably roll a couple of dance.
Just so you know, I cannot produce that trick again for a while. Just so you're aware.
It's fine. I can make myself into an elemental now, so that's good.
Alright, it's just short rest.
Yeah.
I thought you need a long rest.
Nope. Circle of the moon, man.
When we use hit dice, it's d8 and then plus constitution modifier?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, I can't protect myself with puddles more until the rest for a longer time, but I can still stab people.
Yeah, and you're still a meat shield. So.
Yeah. And I managed to recover the hit points I took, which was a lot. From one point, I took a lot of damage.
Okay, I have used 3 hit dice.
3!
Yes, so that means I have 7 left.
Cool.
Nice.
And I believe it's like a weird rule where like you regain 1 per long rest or something like that, but I'm just gonna say you regain all per long rest. Because it's a free resource, so why not? Yeah, cool.
Okay,
so you recover, and it doesn't seem that any more goblins or other creatures attack you.
We'll go forward stealthily.
Alright,
Yes.
then from where you are, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 paths. There's
I'll just
the path.
cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Yeah, cool. Then a plus 10 to stealth checks forward. There's a path where you come from.
Yeah.
Then there's a path to that must be the left of it, that also goes backwards. There's a path that goes down, that must be south-east, and then you have a path to your left.
Okay. Can you sniff out which one is
I'm a halfling now, so I mean, I don't have any.
Could you maybe
Aren't you like great at surviving?
I'll try to
go
back. 12?
Okay. What are you...
Yeah? We are assisting.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So,
again, what I need to know is what exactly are you searching for? Are you searching for more tracks to follow? What?
More tracks to follow that are different from the...
Yeah, so not
tracks.
steel boots of a martial
So
art.
with advantage, I get a 19.
19. You do see some tracks that follow the description. You can see appears to be humanoid, probably like leather boots or something like that, or essentially where they back the feet with this leather and the rabbit. You also see what seems to be like claw marks as well, walking alongside them.
Claw marks.
Oh, I probably have dongles.
Or something worse.
Probably have dongles.
I'll point it out.
Dongles, it's a dongle.
And that's just straight ahead, essentially.
Right, I'll just point it out to the others.
Cool. Shall we step forward?
Yep. Very well.
You know what? As we're continuing deeper into the swamp, I'm gonna keep an eye out for traps.
Do that. That would be an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. That is.
Actually, how big did you say the swamp was?
To get through the eastern part, which is far larger than the western, that would probably take 2-3 days, even, to get through from one end to the other. The other one, that was just a couple of hours.
I'm contemplating something here.
23 on the trap.
Polymorph into a bird and scout out.
You see there are some.
That's a really good idea.
Essentially, bear traps,
Yeah.
but they're far larger than what you will need for a bear trap, and also they don't seem to be made to essentially hurt the creature, just keep it in place.
Okay, so more like a troll trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I get the magic items book? Yeah.
Magic
Should we roll for stealth?
Yeah. And you have +10 due to nervous
Yes.
trace.
So 27.
And that was a single digit you
Yeah.
rolled. Damn.
29.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
18 from Casimir.
22.
Oh, you're even more stealthy than Casimir.
Yeah.
Dang, impressive.
I
Yeah,
just sneak up behind him and slap his butt.
and he doesn't realize it. Yeah, you make your way through the swamp without getting any attention, not even from the creatures around you, because they are basically, eating each other and so forth. And you do hear the sound of combat coming a bit further inside, but it seems to be like at its end, essentially. Somebody is just killing the last resistance.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, you make away. I'm gonna roll again. And you do see a couple of hobgoblins and goblins being stabbed to death, essentially like cutthroats, just killing the last couple of them. And from what you can gather, these seems to be like feral creatures, but they are humanoids, clearly human actually.
Oh shit, does anyone know tongues?
And you also see a couple of black dragon wormlings. And standing in the midst, you see reptilian humanoid, black wings and a black dragon head. And I'm gonna say you do recognize that this is not a dragonborn. You can see this seems even more draconic than a dragonborn does, because draconic are their own race and they have like reptilian features as well as draconic. This one seems like essentially have a black dragon's head. And you can see that she looks around, seeing as these goblins are being killed. And it nods.
Should we approach them and talk to them?
Have they
Wow.
seen us?
You're good at dragon.
No, they have not. Clearly, powerful due to your magic, but also due to the fact that killing people tend to make a noise.
Busy. Okay, Davy walks first. I'm just gonna stand behind him.
I've resheathed I actually never drew my glaive, so it's still
Everyone
obviously
hide
good
your weapons.
And I clear my throat and step up into the clearing.
And you see
Follow behind.
all the wildlings and this
I just
half dragon thing.
drop the pass without a trace spell.
Yeah. Hands open, except for holding onto my staff, of course, but showing that I don't have any weapons on me, which I do, but
Yeah.
I don't have them drawn.
No.
You see this draconic creature gazes towards you, like head side to side. The other ones behind her, they seem to be like armed and ready, but they clearly look towards her and says, "You're not a goblin. What are you?"
I am Davri Apajambuka, the Church of Flaiga, and these are my traveling companions. We seek the people who call this swamp their home.
Well, you found some of them then.
We do not wish you any harm. We see that we share a common enemy. And we were hoping that you might be able to help us rid the swamp in the nearby area of their filth.
And you can see she ponders a bit, and one of the dragon whelmlings actually walks up to her, and you can see she like scratches it as if it was a dog on the side, and he says, "Okay, so you're not with this kingdom that tries to invade our home."
Very much against.
Well, it seems we can do something for each other then. My home is right now thinking of forming an alliance with this foul creature that we see one of the wildlings that kicks one of the corpses. They believe that it's time for a change, that it's time to leave the swamps. I have no such aspirations, nor does my fellows here. We just want to be here, keep our brothers and sisters safe. And as she says brothers and sisters, you see she looks towards the black dragon whelmlings.
Then I see that our goals are very much aligned. We too wish only to rid the area of their presence. We are here to gather information and to seek a place in which we can set up an encampment from which we can launch our...
Well, the best part would probably be the western marshes, seeing as the barracks are placed here.
We were thinking the same thing, but we sought someone who might know more of the western marshes than we do. Would you be able to help us?
If you assist me, I will be willing to aid you.
With what?
I want to overthrow the elder in my tribe, to take his place, to ensure that these radical thinkers are stopped before they doom our home.
I see. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Huddle.
And as you huddle, you do realize that some of these dragon worms start to walk around like wolves, essentially trying to close you off just so you can't escape.
Yeah.
I like that. They're just like, that's a lot like wolves.
I mean, she just wants to punish them for wanting to leave,
Well, sounds like they're kind of trying to throw all over the place, but I think right now we just need allies.
But the problem is, if the Elder wants to ally with the Karakan army, then they would be our enemy anyway.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
also, and Casimir says, and also, why?
You invite you to our huddle.
Hey, you came to my huddle.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You're gorgeous. Come join you. Want to fight?
And Casimir says, also, we don't still know why they want to join the kingdom. Maybe we should ask that as well.
I think that.
stick your head out.
Why are you joining?
So, I do want to point out that when we're huddled, it's actually just you two like leaning down to Neris and my level.
Yeah.
We're kind of standing on our tiptoes a little bit.
No. I'm going down.
Yeah, again, I take a knee.
Yeah. I take a knee.
we have a bag of holding with two.
You have my daggers. Oh no.
You bow to no one.
The charge was short. It doesn't really matter. So I say we go along with this. Allies will be allies.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy. Cool. So you...
We would happily aid you, and then so show you that that our interests are aligned and we can work together for the greater good of the whole area.
That is good to hear. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Criana.
As I said, I am Davry. These are my traveling companions.
And essentially when she grabs your hand to shake it, you're like...
Is she strong?
And she's clearly trying to intimidate you with her strength, yeah.
That's not nice.
Again, you have the belt of giant.
Yeah, I have 21 strength. I'm not gonna like dick measure with her right now.
No?
But
I'm just screaming.
I mean,
I'll just like.
You get the sense you could easily enough do the same amount of strength to check to her, but you're clearly on the same level of strength-wise.
Yeah. I'm not trying to big dick it. I'm trying to exude big dick energy by not doing it.
Yeah, but essentially, and you can see that when she realized that you don't squirm in pain, she's like, oh.
Unfortunately, the exact opposite is happening for Neris. I mean, how can I contest with that? I have 6 strength. It's just like, I feel like I should lose hit points on this.
Your hand turned into one solid finger.
I just imagine she just squeezes you and Neris just falls in half.
Yeah, Aurora's just gonna suck it up and like really like clench her fist like and not give away.
Okay, make a deception check. I was gonna say.
Deception.
This idea that she's shaking your hand.
What?
And
Again, you're like.
she's shaking.
Again, your hand is behind your back and it's like clenching.
I'm most definitely like.
And if she saw
I
you.
guess I can just see behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and
it's just like.
if she could see your back, you should got see that's just this sweat spot. Like, oh god.
Oh.
Maris is just crying.
And you see, and after Casper sees how you're actually, he's like, no, I'm fine. Okay, very well. Then allow me to show you the home of the Black-winged Scions.
Sorry, what did you call? What was her name?
Criana. Criana.
Black-winged sirens?
Scions.
Scions. S-C-I-N?
Yeah, S-C-I.
Good. Criana,
You can roll a history check, just.
Oh yeah.
do you want? Can you explain us a little bit more about the situation? Do you wish to overthrow the leader now?
Yeah, you said 12?
I don't know history.
Oh,
I'm still crying.
19.
19, because you all have been. There was a part where there was a member of the House of War known as Espen Goldscale who was chased. I actually, you're the only one who has met him in the truth.
Sounds like a pretentious fellow.
Interesting thing. Never met him in character.
Yeah, but he was chasing his draconic sire, essentially, of ancestor known as Gradumenax.
Nice.
And to his horror, he realized it was not a golden dragon, but a black dragon. And this name, the Black Scions, or Black-winged Scions, is closely related to an organization known as the Swashkes, or Black Talents, were the chosen cultists of Gradumenax. And you believe this is like a group that has sprung off or diverged from the original Black Talents. But you're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, my mind
I'm
back.
like mental note and phase.
Yeah, but you were asking about the
Yes. Before we go, is your plan you want to go in right now and sword swing and kill the leader?
yeah, and show that strength is strength.
All right.
How about alliances within the camp? Do you have any others that will join your cause?
As of now, these are all my allies, and you can see there are about 6 people joining them. And then, but my brothers and sisters are also with me, and you can see that is all the black dragons essentially.
Yeah.
What should we expect when you challenge the Elder? Will everyone just fight us, or is it a fair challenge? I mean, how does that work?
It depends. If we go by traditions, he will take my challenge and we will fight one against one.
So that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen because he knows I will win and I will slay him easily.
Right.
So probably.
What happens if he denies your challenge? Won't you be shamed by your tribe?
Oh, he might try, but it's either me or them.
Is this a situation where we just need to kill him?
Might come to that.
Keep the collateral.
I would prefer if I can just take over
So
peacefully
would we.
and making sure that his loyal subjects do not do any funny business.
I hope you understand. Of course, I don't want anyone to die, but I know how these things go. It's not going to work that way.
No, I know perfectly well.
So yeah, so just so we're all in agreement ahead of time, you just need to kill him. When everything goes south, we just kill him and then try to.
Essentially, what my plan were before I was attacked by these bastards is that I'm gonna have my brothers and sisters surround the village.
Mm-hmm.
If he does not back down peacefully, well, acid is gonna rain down.
Acid rain down is very collateral damagey.
Exactly, and that's why I want to avoid that. And I take it, seeing as you're still alive after traveling to this camp, you might be useful. You also seem to be decked out for combat as well.
I can stab things.
As someone who has lived in something which resembles a tribe, it perhaps would be best to fight him one-on-one. That is the only way to gain the respect.
Exactly, that is what I hope to accomplish. I don't believe it's gonna happen, but that's what I'm hoping.
You can try. If that doesn't work, overthrow the bastard.
Exactly.
But we focus on him.
We focus on that.
Most definitely.
Don't worry, all the other political affairs where I need to set an example of those who try to bear weapons against me, I'm gonna make sure that.
I'm just more thinking about avoid collateral damage. These are potential allies anyway.
Seems you're more concerned about my tribesmen than I am.
Well, still a paladin.
Black Doraken.
There's strength in numbers, and we need numbers.
Exactly.
Especially if it's 69. I have to look back at them.
So, are you ready for a ride?
Yes, man.
She says, and the moment you see like 4 black dragon wormlings goes up to your side, essentially like leans down, essentially allowing you to go up on them. Like
Were them
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was whistle. Just hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Anastasia. She's behind me.
Yeah, essentially, and you say Anastasia, and then we see it in a movie clip.
Yeah.
Essentially, your body frame and the statue of wings, so like you look like an angel.
Were there wyverns here?
No, black wormlings. Essentially.
Okay,
They are
good,
the youngest version of dragons.
Neris, still crying a little bit from the handshake, is just crawling up top of one of those things to
Essentially going into a fetal position.
That handshake.
And you see Casman goes up and is like, well, they are quite wider than a horse, I can feel. Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's go.
And essentially we see like this chase scene where you're not chasing anything specific other than your goal, and these dragons just some of them leap up to the trees to set off and land into swamp water to swim with you barely holding on.
Oh no! And the only thing I was thinking, oh my god, this is so gross.
And we see basically Criana and Anastasia with you riding on, like doing the whole formation, flying between essentially Star Wars.
Doing like chicken each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And 3 films later. Oh wait, it's not a Peter Jackson.
Oh my god.
But no, I was actually thinking Top Gun. So I was going to Danger Zone place.
And at one point, Criana takes a great sword and just cleaves a tree that is in a way. She just wants to fly through. So,
Is Casimir Iceman?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm Tom Cruise, then yeah, I'm assuming they fuck. So yeah.
and you get to the outskirts of the tribe, and you can see that they seem to be interacting with a group of hobgoblin soldiers.
Oh fuck.
Thanks for listening. The intro music was by Philip Fischer, whereas the outro music was by Martin Kerr. The other pieces which are mentioned in the description down below were by Kevin MacLeod and Enda Genye. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again in Doraken.